I'm right there with you, Rich.
Well, when I saw Lava Man, well, I've seen him in most of these races, but his run, first back after those Dubai adventure, the Dubai grass adventure last March, he came back here on June 9th and ran in the grade 1, Charlie Whittingham, and he ran second that day, and already the Lava Man detractors were out in force. Oh, you know, he's not the light. He ran so well that day. It took aftermarket to run him down in what 158.3. Hello? That doesn't mean that Lava Man wasn't running a winning race. That was a huge effort. Came back out of that one, won the Gold Cup again. He's a 7-year-old gelding. You know how that is. Eventually, Lava Man's going to return from one of these freshenings, and he won't find much of what he had. It might be now. I don't know. I'll play against him in this field, but you know.
Well, that's an interesting comment you said on that bee breezing. You know, as you know, it means different here than back east, but
absolutely.
You hardly ever see it. I think in the last 15 years, I don't know. I can count on 2 hands how many times I've seen a couple of breezings in a row. I tell you what, if he doesn't run a big race today, then I'll never believe anybody who does clocking out here and puts a B on that. Because what it really means is whatever he's doing it very easy. He's not working hard. And if he's working fast and if the times the work's fast and he's breezing, then you got to believe he's going to run a good race to beat these horses. And if he doesn't, then don't pay attention to B anymore. Because it means something, I think.
Well, it should. You know, it should. And at the Eastern tracks, for those of you who handicap and play other circuits, it's exactly the opposite. You know, the standard workout designation on the New York circuit is breezing, which means something when we see a horse that gets assigned the handling workout. I mean, here's another angle. Another angle that I love when I'm looking at the New York press. I love to see a horse coming through a series, first-time starters particularly, a series of 102, 103, 5 furlong breezes, blah, 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 and all of a sudden, bam, 57.3 handling, and then we're right back to 5 furlong breezes. It's like that day, the trainer says, okay, look, now let's find out where we're at. Let's find out where we're at, let's find out what we got, are we race ready? Bang, there goes the handling work. It tells me something. They asked for something that day. Now it's like, okay, now we know we got that. Let's go back into maintenance mode. Let's go looking for the spot. Now we're about to hit the entry box.
Be right back. That's a great point. And the one thing I found back east too, not necessarily what you said, find it somewhere. It doesn't have to be his last one. I found good price horses back east. Just look. I don't care if it's 5 workouts back. Find something that's unusual for East Coast training. They don't work them fast back east. California got a history of working fast. It may start to be changing with this synthetic track we have here. But you're going to find some good prices that everybody ignores. And if you find that one work that this gentleman said, somewhere, could be 5 works back. If you see he's got it in him and they're not betting him, that's when to bet him. You'll get some good prices doing it.
Hey, we've got a question back here for you, Rich. We're going to fire him after today, so get ready. Huh?
Yeah, I was reading this article here on Lava Man, and I guess one of his caretakers or trainers or something got hurt.
That's right.
And Lava Man looked like he went into a dump here for 3 or 4 races. Now the guy's back.
That's a great point.
And it looks like Lava Man is responding to his care, you know, because of this guy.
No Garcia.
Some of these animals don't get attached to their trainers, to the caretakers, you know. Maybe he will shoot.
See, I appreciate that. I think that's a great point. I mean, I don't think when we're having handicapping discussions, we rarely are talking about the grooms. But nobody in the universe of that racehorse is spending more time with the horse, has their hands on the horse more often, day after day after day, than the groom. That makes perfect sense. You know, that if the groom is out of the picture, that the horse's entire training regimen is somehow going to be different. It has to be.
Because it says here, Lava Man amped up for return, so maybe there is something
Lava
about that.
Man's going to win one for the groom.
Yeah,
You know what? Okay, now, look. As opposed to the last race we talked about, I think your 2-to-1 second choice in the morning line is the obvious horse to swing against Lava Man with if you're inclined to do so. Celtic Dream is a horse I've always liked. I've always liked, and part of that, again, this is sort of the emotional side of racing. I just love a story like this. I'd love to see a guy like Rafael Becerra reach in and take a horse for 40 grand out of that horse's baby claiming debut and develop the horse the way that Becerra has developed Celtic Dream. He is a very, very game racehorse. Last time I saw him was when he was coming after World Chieftain in the Cal Cup Classic, and a couple more jumps. He'd been on turns there. They thought highly enough of him to take a run in the Santa Anita Handicap. Obviously, that didn't work out quite as they hoped. But this guy goes, he runs on dirt, he runs on synthetic, he wins on turf. He comes in off a huge workout on April 21, and I think that if Lava Man is not ready to do his thing, I think Celtic Dream is the right horse. I saw that somebody, maybe it was the closer look guy, they mentioned the fact that he was picking up 6 pounds off his win in the Crystal Water. To me, that's a non-factor, because the horse that he beat in that race, Mr. Wolverine, who's your post number 2, is picking up 4 pounds off the race. It's a 2-pound shift in weights for Mr. Wolverine, but Celtic Dream is going to be better served by the additional furlong of today's race. So, he's the one that I've got my eye on, and I might even go to.
So Celtic Dream was another Lava Man story, just a different name. Lava Man was down in the dumps from rags to riches, and this horse is trying to maybe write his own chapter also.
Yeah, well, he started off humble enough, outbred 40s. He hasn't reached the stratospheric heights of Lava Man.
Popped a big question.
It's interesting to me. The story of this race is interesting to me, just because we've got, we have to ask that question: is Lava Man back? We don't, as horse players, look, we don't want to go to the windows based on sentiment. But that's why I started this conversation by saying, if you play against Lava Man and he runs this, runs a monster race and beats you, there's some part of that that's going to feel good.
Well, we can go to the window with George's money sentiment, but I don't know about everybody else in here.
I didn't know George was bankrolling my actions. I like that. I know that's part of the gig.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
All right, before we get into the pick 6, and by the way, it's guaranteed at $1 million today. Like you said, Lava Man was used to Noe Garcia taken care of, and you get used to somebody after a while, and you start feeling comfortable. And so I know you guys have been getting used to Bruno over the last 6 years, who did a fine job. So give it up for Bruno and Julia, who did a fine job when he was out here. Well, we had some people come in late and maybe didn't get a chance to know, and I know 1 or 2 people came by and go, "Hey, who's that guy talking? Who's that guy?" So Bruno's no longer going to be the host of the Railbird Club. The Railbird Club, and we're pretty proud to present that it's presented by TVG now. So they're sponsoring the Railbird Club. And Rich Perloff, of course, is one of the hosts that you've seen on TVG. He's going to be the new host of the Railbird Club for the rest of this year. And if there is a next year here at Hollywood Park, hopefully he'll be here as well. So if you could just present yourself again, because we've had a lot more people come in since we started talking. Let people know who you are and what to expect in the next year here at the Railbird Club, Rich.
Okay, I've been working for TVG since late 2001. I've been on the air for most of that time. I guess my main ongoing gigs are the Monday and Tuesday mornings, especially the Tuesday morning show, which we call Zero Tolerance Tuesday, and that's kind of evolved to be my show. We read a lot of emails in that show. I try to keep it as conversational as possible, because that's what I like to do. That's what I like to do, you know. I mean, I like to go to the racetrack and just like and talk to people and find out, you know, I want to know what you think of the race. Who do you like? Why? Tell me something. You know, because I've obviously my profit and loss statement from last year tells me in no uncertain terms that I'm not as good a handicapper as I need to be. So, you know, share something with me. I need to move along. That's the deal. So, at other times of the racing week, I'll crop up. I don't know. They'll slot me in any place. I'm sort of like the utility infielder who plays any number of positions over there. But that's the thing. And you know, we'll just kind of play this by ear. This will evolve as it evolves. You know, this format for me is great. We will have guests. As a matter of fact, I think that there might be a big Stoffer sighting at some point later in the morning. But yeah, we'll bring people in, talk about the races, give us the benefit of their insight. For the most part, we'll just you know.